It is time for the championship round here today, as we're going to be in the NFC Championship game between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers here today, as Brock Purdy going to be in town. And they're going to try to see if they can knock off the reigning champions, who, of course, won the Super Bowl last year, that being us, the Chicago Bears. And they're going to try to see if they can punch their ticket to either face the Houston Texans or the Kansas City Chiefs. And of course, the Bears would love to get back into the thick of things here, as they've had a pretty impressive run already this season, as well as, of course, going undefeated and having a big game over the Falcons this last episode. Today, we're going to see if we can now try to get to that the promised land and try to get back and try to be the back-to-back champions here in the NFL. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Chicago Bears franchise here, as we are at home here today. It's going to be a cold game. It's not going to be a snowy one like the last one was, but we are going to be hosting the 13-4 San Francisco 49ers. As you take a look at the 49ers there, and they're scoring what they've done so far this season. I believe they're ranked third in offensive points per game, and they've had a pretty good year here. They've 13-4. They're in the NFC West, and of course they beat the Jaguars. Had a rough two-game stint there against the Rams and Steelers, and then pretty much kind of had an up and down season. But then after week 9, after that loss against the Cardinals, they went on a tear. They won 8 straight games, and of course, actually technically it would be 8 straight games. No, make that 10 straight games leading up to today's game, as they had a nice victory over the Rams, 23-13 there at home. So we'll see if they can, of course, get to game number 11 here and try to defeat us. And of course, we've had a great season, as we went 17-0 and haven't looked back since, as pretty much we've been by far the best team in the league and putting up quite a few good points here. I mean, we're scoring at least about 31 points a game or so. And of course, we have had pretty much an all-star team here, even though we are down by one of our key members of our squad, that being Swift, who is out for the rest of the season. But he's had we've had replacements out there helping us out with Johnson and Homer, as well as Caleb has been really doing a good job here passing the football around. That's been kind of our thing. Not to mention defense really stepping up and helping out the quarterback and the offense there when it comes to scoring as well. And we're hoping that that'll be the case, and hopefully that will continue throughout the rest of the postseason, and especially in the Super Bowl. And of course, they have a halfback here who is pretty talented. CMC is out for the rest of the season with a hip injury, and so Juan Clayton is their halfback that's going to be taking over in the backfield there. As like I said, CMC out for the season with a hip fracture, and the rookie has been doing a pretty good job stepping up in that role as the halfback, and he is trying to see if he can lead this team along with Brock Purdy to the Super Bowl. And of course, we're going to try to do our best to try to shut down that running game of theirs, as they are, of course, their idea is trying to run the ball on the outside there. And as you take a look here, we got a little bit of a meeting here, team meeting, talking about what we need or what we needed or strategize for our game here. As Nick Bosa is probably by far one of the toughest guys in when it comes to the defensive side of things. He's having a great year so far. And of course, we're looking at our game plan here. And I think our game plan for the most part here is going to have make sure Spencer Brown has good pass blocking technique here with his finesse as he takes on Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa, excuse me. And of course, the linemen are going to receive a 5+ in their pass block finesse, which is going to be very key. So even though CMC is not in the game there, we are going to go ahead and still try to defend on the outside, as like I said, he's been out and he is pretty much done for the remainder of the season. He will have to try to help his team next season, as Brock Purdy there, you see the quarterback there, 6th ranked in the National Football League. There you see his deep accuracy, mid-range accuracy is pretty good, and we're going to have to watch out for that as the former Cyclone. Had a pretty good season here, 45 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's completed 73% of his passes there, and he's thrown over 4,400 yards now for the year. And of course, he's had 3 rushing touchdowns, so 336 yards on the ground. And Purdy's going to be one of those guys there. He loves to slip out of the pocket when things start to kind of fell around him. And of course, they have, like I said, Juan Clayton, the halfback here, that we're going to have to really kind of watch out for, as he's one of the best top new running backs. He's from Texas, and of course, he's seen as a day one starter. He could, at some point here, I think here, kind of looking at him, maybe be the guy that will take over those reins if CDM cannot come back. Or should I say CMC. But yeah, and then of course you got Brandon Oiken there. His numbers there, 91 and 3 with 93 acceleration, 99 catch. He is definitely going to be a guy that I feel like we definitely need to worry about in the passing game and kind of shut him down. So we're going to have to, I feel like we're going to have to do some, get some plays there to set up for some double coverage, as well as just playing a lot of man-to-man when it comes to third down conversions, and kind of press them as much as we possibly can at times. And of course, obviously we're going to be throwing some blitzes in there, which has been very helpful. Linebackers have been doing a great job of that. I wish they would do a lot more, getting a lot more sacks. But for the most part here, the way we've been playing in the blitzing game, it's fair, not the best that we're hoping for. But we'll definitely continue doing what we did, especially if we have the same kind of performance like we had last week against the Falcons. That would be gangbusters for us, and it'll definitely put a not so much pressure on our offense needing to go down the field and score. Defense has been just playing just that stereotypical classic Chicago Bears defense, which we've been trying to get going here since we started this series, and we still got some areas in our game that we still need to fix. Of course, Warner, it's going to be a guy there we're going to have to watch out for, as Fred Warner is by far one of the top middle linebackers out there in the league. And of course, our game plan is, of course, to run on the outside, make sure we get away from him. And of course, Nick Bosa is going to be a challenge as well, as he is our edge rusher, and he kind of pops around both on the left and right side whenever they need him to fill and kind of stop that running game. So we'll definitely have to make sure we keep Bosa in check as well. More so, I think, Bosa than Warner, but nonetheless, it's gonna be a good challenge. And of course, Ward will be out there as well, as he's the deep or the center or the corner there, who is also pretty good. Occasionally, if I remember correctly, I think last time we played against the 49ers, he played a little bit of a safety position as well at times. So we'll see what the 49ers will have in store for us. I really feel like they're defensively, they're going to really come at us with Nick Bosa and really try to do their best to kind of flush out Williams at times there, and really, like I said, just try to put some, because really truly we have not seen too much pressure from defenses this season when it comes to going up against Williams. Williams has been pretty much had a pretty good solid pocket and helpful pocket there for him, and he's been doing a pretty good job there protecting the football and really making some good decisions on throwing the football to receivers. We'll see if that will continue here as Brock Purdy's out here, and so far pretty good start off a really good drive right now. 3rd and 4 coming up. He'll drop back. He'll find a Brandon as Oiken gets this one. That ball's going to be a fumble. It's going to pop right on out. And this one, Edmonds has this one. He's going to take this one back for a return, and that's going to be back at the 49-yard line. We'll have to see if this play is going to stick, but the defense, they're feeling it. And you see there, they are hungry for more. They've been hungry to really put on good hits like this all season long, and that's pretty much what they've been doing for the most part. We'll see if this play will stick, see if there'll be a turnover of some sort, or there'll be a kind of a look by the booth about this call. But Williams here coming out, 52 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, over 5,000 yards for him. And looks like the play is going to be a legitimate fumble. They did not challenge it at all, so we'll go ahead and go for it. As we'll see, Caleb here throws this one up there. That pass is going to be caught by Cole Clement. Cole going to take this one down, and just continuing from last week against the Falcons here at Soldier Field, he makes another great catch there as he is open. And the 49ers are going to have to figure out a way to kind of stop him. We'll see if what they have there, have in store there for Cole. As we'll see, Johnson outruns this one. Johnson putting his pads down, gets into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Chicago. As the Bears find their way into the end zone. Nice play there as he's able to put his pads down, makes a nice hit there, and bulldozes his way into the end zone as we score the first touchdown here in the NFC Championship game. Nice drive there for Chicago. Great job there for the defense. Thank you so much for the field position there for us, fellas. Ball down the 24-yard line, as we'll see Clayton here coming out of the backfield, and he'll get stopped there by Edmonds, who's, like I said, these last couple of games I've been really impressed with the veteran here, showing off being that dominant figure in that middle linebacker position, putting some good hits, causing bad passes and catches there. As we'll see, 3rd and 10 there, as that ball is going to be, I think, dropped. Ball now still the 25-yard line. As we'll see a man in motion. Brock Purdy open backfield, drops back. It's going to be a pass up the middle. That ball's going to be caught there by the middle linebacker, Edmonds, as he's going to take this one and does a great job there. Great play there from him, as he's now got the offense there, the Chicago offense in a good position here. Take a look there, reading the quarterback's eyes, doing a good job of just snagging that one and jumping that route and finding a great opportunity to take that ball. And now getting Caleb Williams and the Bears offense now a short field here. They'll be on the 49ers 30-yard line. And of course, last week Edmonds had 15 tackles, a TFL, and a sack, and now he has an interception to his list here in the postseason. As we'll go back to the running game there, so get a first down on that carry. Ball down the 20-yard line here, 1st and 10 for Chicago, and just trying to run our offense as we have been all season long. As Johnson there will run that one for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up here. Ball the 12-yard line. Williams under center. Johnson in the backfield. Hand off there. They're going to do a little sweep outside. That's going to be a good run. And that's going to put us at the 3-yard line for the 1st and goal. So Chicago already trying to go up by 14 here. We've seen that same thing last week against the Falcons. We could see it again here. As we'll see a handoff there to Homer. Homer trying to get around the edge, but he is going to quickly get stopped, as he'll be getting no gain on that play, as they made a good job there wrapping around and getting to the halfback there. We'll see Homer now. He'll go on the opposite side here, go up the side, somewhat the middle there, and that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago, as Homer gets his touchdown as well here. He's on the ground. Nice run there. Great job there from the running game. Nice run blocking, as that's going to be his first touchdown of the postseason. As the Chicago Bears now take a 14-point lead. 5 plays, 30 yards, taking 2:07 off the clock. As there's almost 5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 14-0, Chicago leads us. As Brock Purdy and the offense of the 49ers are back out here. Ball on their own 22-yard line. Pass over to the right-hand side. Finds the receiver, and he'll get the catch. And that'll be at the 27-yard line for a gain of 5. And, of course, Brock Purdy's got to have to figure out something here. He's already been picked off already, giving up some short yards on this side, on his own side of the field. As we'll see a pass over there, over to tight end Thomas. He'll get the catch, and that'll help move the chains for the 49ers, putting them there at their own 35. Now we'll see a 1st and 10, and Clayton here trying to get something going, but he is going to get stopped and smothered there at the line, as there's no gain. So now it looks like it's going to have to be Purdy's turn now to get something going here in the passing game. As Purdy drops back in the pocket, goes up the middle there, finds Clayton, but Clayton can't get to the ball. and he will drop it, as that's going to be an incomplete pass. Or excuse me, Juszczyk there is going to be missing that catch there. Excuse me, I apologize. That was the wrong player I was thinking of. As we'll see now, Johnson now has the football here. He's going to run this, and he's going to get all the way down to the 43-yard line. So Brock Purdy and the offense not doing so well here. They've already had to turn the ball. They've had one turnover with interception. Of course, they had to punt the ball down twice already here in the first 3 drives of the game here for San Francisco. So far, we've had a pretty successful drive. The 3 drives we've had 2 successful drives. As we have a timeout now on the field, and it looks like it's going to be, oh no, Johnson is going to be coming off the field here. So that means, of course, we'll see Homer in the backfield there. I'm getting that kind of made me nervous. This is making me nervous now because Homer's the last halfback we have. We don't have anybody except for maybe a half, or I think we have one of the tight ends and a wide receiver that's an emergency halfback for us. But hopefully that is not too serious, as that ball is going to be thrown. It's going to be incomplete as Bosa comes in on the tackle and forces us the bad throw, and of course forces a 3-and-out. 1st and 10 after the punt. They'll have the ball on the 14-yard line. Brock Purdy's going to call his own numbers. Number 13 going down the field here. He'll get to the 29-yard line. He'll get a 1st down, as the Bears talking some smack talk there to the QB, letting him know, like, hey, bro, you run on us again. We're going to have some more than just some words with you. As we'll see a pass there to Thomas, and Thomas will get his 2nd catch of the game here for the 49ers. It'll put him there at the 35-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up, as there's just less than a minute left here in the first quarter. Pass over there to the receiver, and that is George Kittle, who gets the ball, but that momentum takes him out of bounds, and that'll be it for that drive. We'll get the ball back after the punt here on their own 29-yard line. Here's the Bears here. Quarterback looks down the field here, looking for Cole Clement, finds him and gets to the tight end. That's going to be a great catch. 1st and 10 for the Bears, as they're at the 45-yard line of the 49ers. That's another 1st down, as they'll again move the chains. 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Let's see what they can do here. As they'll drop back here. That ball's going to be thrown there to DJ Moore as he gets the catch at the 35, and that'll be it for the first quarter. Chicago does it again, leads it by 14 after the first quarter. Not a good sign there if you're the 49ers. You already know how how this is probably going to end if you don't get the ball down the field and really try to put some pressure on Caleb and this offensive line, as we run the ball very well there. And of course, we're doing a good job here sticking to the game plan, even though that one could have run up the middle there. But for the most part, we're sticking with the run quite a bit here, as we look like we'll see here. Williams here will drop back, going for the pass. He'll go back deep, finds DJ Moore. DJ Moore gets the catch, and he's got this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. As DJ Moore gets this another touchdown here. I believe this is his second postseason touchdown, as he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. And nice finish there for him, as he's able to get himself into the end zone. 4 plays, 71 yards, taking about a little over a minute on that drive, and Chicago leads it now 21-0. Ball now at the 23-yard line here, 1st and 10, and we'll see Brock Purdy drops back, fires to the right-hand side, finds Jennings, and Jennings gets the catch there. That'll be enough for the 1st down, as they help themselves move the chains. Ball at the 37-yard line here, 1st and 10 here for the 49ers. Brock there has Juszczyk in the backfield there. Dexter here. Oh my goodness, Baker almost had the pick. Dexter almost had the sack there, as Brock Purdy had to get rid of that one quickly. Split set in the backfield there for the 49ers, as Brock Purdy throws up the middle there, and he is going to be able to find his tight end, and that'll be just a few yards there, as they'll be just short at the sticks there. They'll see if they can try to convert here on this third down. 3rd and 5 here. Of course, we got to try to find a way to kind of continue putting Brock Purdy pushed back. Can't get him comfortable in that pocket. Purdy throws there. That ball's going to be caught, and Brandon had it, and he is going to get he's going to get pushed out of bounds just a yard short of the first down, as Brock Purdy is not liking that whatsoever. 4th and 4 now coming up here for the 49ers, and that ball's going to be blocked as Foster got a hold of that one there, and he's got a chance now to take this one back for 6, and he is going to get this one. Nice job there from the special teams who step up and get this one there. Tyrone Foster, the outside linebacker, finds a way to get around that block on that punt. And he's been able to take this one back for 6. And oh, look, geez, right off his face mask at that. He definitely deserves it. Let's take a look at the replay here. Let's get a better angle at it. As Foster right there. And we'll see the play as he'll see that. Oh, yeah, he went right through there. Did a good job there getting through that gap. And able to scoop that up and take it back for 6. Nice finish there for the Bears as the special teams now stepping up here. And, of course, we have not seen that too often here this season. This is definitely the times where you definitely want to see all phases of the game come together. And that's exactly what they did here as they got that nice block and, of course, able to take it back for 6. And they put on another 6 points now here, 28-0, as the 49ers are probably like wondering, like, what is going on with this game here? Why we're in this position right now? We're too much of a hole. Yes, you are. Definitely in a deep hole. We got to get out of this one here. Ball 21-yard line. It'll be a first down for Brock Purdy and the 49ers as Purdy there is able to find Brandon there on that pass. This time he's able to hold on to it. We'll see what they can do here on this 2nd and 4. Purdy calling something down the line. Pass there being completed as Brandon gets a hold of this one, holds on to it tight. And that's going to be a first down at the 36-yard line for the 49ers. 49ers, they're on their own side of the field here at the own 36. As Purdy has man in motion. Play clock run down to 6. He's dropping back, looking down the field here. Looks to his left-hand side, and he is trying to find his tight end there, Thomas, again. But it's going to be an incomplete pass, and they'll have to go for it now on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 coming up here as Brock Purdy throws to the right-hand side, finds Oiken again, and he gets the catch, and that's going to put him at the 39-yard, or excuse me, Samuels there, got the catch there on that one. 3rd and 7, and pass there. It's going to be snipped right out of the air, as that one's going to be taken away there from Jalen Johnston. We seen him last week do the same thing. And we see him do it again here in the NFC Championship game. As last week against the last week against the sack there last week. I apologize. Actually, it was Edwards that got the interception there, took it back for pick 6, along with Brister, who had an interception as well. But it's nice seeing Jalen Johnson get in that play. He makes a nice play and gets the interception here now for the Bears offense, as we'll see what they can try to do. Nice play there from the defense as they get a piece of that one there. Nice job there from the secondary. 2nd and 10 coming up, ball on the 50-yard line. Williams here calling an audible, making some changes there on the line. Dropping back here, looking down the field here. Good pocket. It has a wide open man. That'd be Roman Dunze here. Dunze fighting for that yardage there. He gets it at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Bears. As the defense here just trying to shake their head here and trying to figure out how to stop this high-octane offense of the Bears. As we'll see, for 1st and 10, ball to 25. Williams here again. Drops back here. Fine roams Dunze again. Dunze breaks off a tackle. The ball's fumbled. And the 49ers recover it, now trying to take it back, and they're going to be stopped there at the 7-yard line. And Roman Dunze is grabbing his arm. Oh, no, this is not what we need right now as we're getting just one game close to the Super Bowl. We need him as much as possible. 49ers did a good job there, getting a good hit on him, causing a fumble. And now this might be the chance now for them to turn things around here on that turnover and give themselves some points. We'll see if they can do so. As we'll see a 2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball there on the 11-yard line. Purdy again drops back in the pocket up the middle there. That ball's thrown in. It's going to be easily popped out Oiken's hands, as we'll see. A look here. It's a broken finger. Oh, thank goodness. Jeez, so they'll wrap that up nice and tight for him so he still could be able to come out. He'll probably miss this quarter and come back in the second half. And of course, I'm thinking that we may not even have him come back in the second half because the defense showing off here. As we'll see, Jalen Johnson gets another interception, his 2nd in today's game. Nice job, as he's able to just stab that one right out of the air and come down with it. As we'll see the replay here, and look at that, just a great play as he is able to get his 2nd interception here, as he is definitely a fan favorite here in Chicago. And we'll see if the Bears now can try to get some more points here. 28-0 here, 5:05 left here in the first half. 1st and 10, ball on the 30-yard line here for Williams. He'll drop back in the pocket, looks down the field here. He's got to get rid of it as he had a little too much time there, but his men were covered pretty well there, so he couldn't really do too much, and really couldn't get himself out of the pocket there for too much, really, because they were could have definitely got him there and caused him more problem. He would probably lose some more yards there, but he's able to get rid of it at least. And now we'll see a nice catch there to Elijah Moore as he gets the catch there at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Chicago, as the Bears here trying to see if they can go up by 35 here before the half. Pass there in the corner there in the end zone. And he finds Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. As the Bears find another way to get into the end zone here. And this is by way of the air game. As Elijah Moore getting a lot more attention here. We talked about that. He was supposed to be our secret weapon going in here. He's got a little bit of a boost throughout the rest of the postseason here. And he is we're definitely trying to get that out there and get him involved a lot more here. 3 plays, 31 yards. Great drive there. We now take a 35-point lead with 4:14 left here in the first half. This has been a great, dominant play here today. 49ers have the ball there on their own 23-yard line. Man in motion. Purdy throws this one up the middle there. Boykin here trying to fight off that tackle as he'll get to the 37-yard line. He will get the first down, so they're able to move the chains. Brock Purdy now calling some audibles here as he'll hand off to the halfback there as he'll get this one there, and that'll be a few yards there by Andrews. We'll see what they'll do now here on the 39-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. As it looks like it could be a running. No, it's going to be a pass here from Brock Purdy. Purdy going to throw up the middle there to Jennings. Jennings gets the catch. And that'll be a ball near midfield for the first down. So they're trying to throw some quick passes there up the middle. As of course we're trying to barrel our way through this this offensive line, which is doing a pretty good job here now, especially on this drive here, protecting Purdy, not let us get to him too much here. But we gotta continue to find ways coming at him in different angles, different stunts here. As we'll see a pass there to to George Kittle. And Kittle, the tight end there, will, of course, get his catch there. I think his 2nd catch there of the day. We'll see now 2-minute warning coming up as we'll see the 49ers narrow there on the Bears' 30-yard line. Purdy threatening to make a way into the red zone here and try to get the first touchdown in the drive. Try to avoid being swept here in the first half. 35-0. 2nd and 2 coming up. Purdy here again throws this one there, and Brandon again has it, and he absorbs that hit as he's able to hold on to the football. And he'll get another first down there for the 49ers. Niners looking to try to go get something going here. 1st and 10, ball on the 15. Of course, Brock Purdy, he's had a rough go here in this first half, and he's trying to do his best to get rid of it. It's trying to shake it all off here as he finds Brandon again for the catch. And that'll be another one as LB plays at the 6-yard line. Second and inches coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised if they start running the ball now. 34 seconds left here in the first half. Purdy here calls his own number instead. That ball's going to be a fumble, and the Bears are going to be able to recover it there. Nice job there as Edmonds finds the recovery. So nice forced fumble there. Or I should say a fumble recovery. A forced fumble by Brister on that play. Nice job there as they will wrestle him down. Actually, I think it was Dexter there on that fumble there. But nonetheless, that's a great play there. And that's going to help us now get that turnover here. And we'll try to see if we can turn into some points now. 29 seconds left here before we get to the half. We'll see if we can try to get at least in field goal range. And try to go up by 38. And we'll see first and 10 play down the low. Oh my goodness, how the heck did Cole Clement get that one? He had 3 men on him. That ball was able to get to him. Timeout being called here. 2 timeouts remaining left for Chicago after a great toss there and a great catch. Great toss there from Caleb Williams. That was a small window he threw through, and Cole Clement was able to get to it with 3 men surrounding him. First and 10, ball to the 38-yard line, and we'll see a deep pass here. That's going to go to Scott, and Scott's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. And Scott last year, he made his debut playing very well on plays like this, and now he does it again here today as he finds his way into the end zone. Look at this. Nobody was covering him whatsoever as the safeties kind of dropped a little bit there, and before you knew it, it was already too late. It was over their heads, and Scott was in possession for that catch. 2 plays, 91 yards on that drive. The Chicago Bears now lead at 42-0. 12 seconds left here as they're going to try to run this one, and they're going to get swept in the backfield there. Nice stop on Janikowski as he is going to be losing 2 yards, and that is going to be your half. As we go into the second half here today, it's a 42-0 ball game. Man, was not expecting this from the number 2 team in the league, or at least in the conference here. As we take a look in the next round, it's going to be the Super Bowl round, and it's going to either be, well, I pretty much can say now it's going to be the Bears taking on whoever wins out of that Chiefs and Texas game coming up. As this has been a great game here. All facets, both offense, defense, and special teams, all on cue here today, doing a great job there, getting those points that we normally would be scoring, especially special teams, has been just a good way of really setting us apart here against the 49ers. As we see Caleb and the highlights here from him from the first half, and like I said, this has been a great game here. Let's keep it going here, fellas, because we got a really tough game coming up here, especially if the odds are correct from Vegas, Kansas City being a heavy favorite in that game against the Texans. We're gonna really have to play this same kind of way coming up at the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. As we'll see the ball there at the 31-yard line. That's a loss of a yard there. 2nd and 11 coming up as we have a 42-point lead. Hand off to Johnson as Johnson going to run the ball, and I imagine we'll probably be running the ball quite a bit here in this second half. As we get to the 42-yard line, Johnson fired up. As we'll see what they'll try to do here on 3rd and inches. Imagine they'll probably keep it on the ground here as I'll run this one here. And nice job there from the corner there as he's able to come in there and make the nice play. And that's going to be a nice stop there for the 49ers as we were trying to come around that edge, and they are able to just put a good stop on us. Well, we forced a punt, and of course the 49ers here having a really tough time here as they've been causing a lot of turnovers for themselves, and of course a lot of sacks here as Baker gets a sack there on Brock Purdy, his first sack of the day. As the fans here in Chicago loving what they're seeing from this defense. And of course, Purdy going to have to go back to the drawing board here. 3rd and 17 coming up. As we see the ball on their own 29-yard line. See what they'll do here. Drop back, looking down the field here, throwing this one up there. That ball's going to get batted away as Gordon gets his hands, releases his fingers on that ball there. Calls it incomplete. They'll be forced to punt as we'll get the ball back on our own 36. Going back to the running game here with Johnson. As he is successfully running that ball there. He got now 77 yards here. And, of course, we'll see if he can get himself into the end zone here as well. He's been already in the end zone once now today. We'll see Johnson there gets another carry. This time getting a first down. So now at the 48-yard line of the 49ers. First in here for the Bears. As the Bears here now go back to the ground game again. They're really doing a good job here with Johnson and even Homer pounding the football here on the ground. As that's another successful run. 2nd and 2 coming up. As we'll see another handoff here. Johnson try to fight there for that first down marker, but he's going to get abruptly stopped at the 40-yard line. But they say no, they're going to go for it here. So now on 4th and 2 coming up here for the Bears. They don't care about field position here. They just care about remaining control of the football here and trying to keep a hold of the game clock here. As they find Elijah Moore there again on another catch. And that's going to be another first down here for the Bears. All now at the 38-yard line. And a play action here from Williams. Williams here looks back, fires this one, finds Moore. And that's going to be Elijah Moore here again. Nice play there from him as he's getting himself wide open there on that play. Great look there as Brown, of course, lost track of him there. We'll see what Caleb now has in store here on the ball, the 8-yard line here. I imagine they'll probably try to go for maybe another decent pass play here, maybe something under coverage or such. We'll see how quick they can get this one in here. As we'll see a pass there on that slant pass for DJ Moore for Elijah Moore. He gets the touchdown for Chicago. His 2nd receiving touchdown in today's game. As he's a little well over 50 yards today on 5 catches, I believe. And he finds his way in the end zone. Nice job there. 8 plays, 64 yards. Taking almost 4 minutes off the game clock there. As we'll see now, 1st and 10 for the 49ers. As right now the 49ers is pretty much just trying to play the game and just trying to show what they can do here. 3rd and 7, down by 49 points here. I don't know what you can say or do for your team when you throw picks like this. As Gordon's going back and he's taking this back for a pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. And it's the Chicago Bears defense. Man, this is I'm telling you, this has been a lot of fun playing this series. With a defense like this, has been a very electric. And we have not really made too many moves, with exception of bringing Brister in. I mean, just a couple of free agent guys coming in. Other than that, these guys have been really doing a great job here, stepping up to the plate, and it really showing what this defense is capable of. As now we'll see here, it's a 56-0 ball game. Brock Purdy coming back out here again. He's already now thrown, three interceptions now here in today's game. Jackowski there, I'll run this one there to the 36 as he'll get a first down. The only bright side of their game here has been the running game some, and they haven't been really running the ball that much. Ball on the 36-yard line here, 1st and 10. Man in motion there for the 49ers. As we'll see a pass there. Jackowski there has it. He's going to get it. And he'll be stopped there at the 42. It makes it now 2nd and 4 coming up for the Niners. And it's now Purdy here has an audible here on this 2nd and 4. He'll drop back, looking down the field here. He's going to scramble, looking down the field. And he's decided he's going to go ahead and call his own number instead. And he's going to give himself up at the 49 as they do get that first down. Man, we had everyone covered there, just did not have anybody covering the quarterback. Man, I wish we could have had that sack there. Been really helpful for us. But we'll get the catch there. That'll be to Jennings as he'll get pushed out of bounds there. He'll get the catch, but it'll be actually a loss of a yard there on the play. We'll see now a run for the quarterback as Purdy there trying to make a move there. We'll see. We do have an injury timeout. It's on Billings. It looks like Zach Pickens will have to come in and take over there for a bit there on the defensive line for us. 3rd and 12 coming up. Ball at the midfield. Under a minute left here in the third quarter. Purdy here gets back and throws and gets hit as he throws. As that's a nice stop there from Dexter, and that'll, of course, force them to punt. So we get the ball on our own 13-yard line after the punt. We're going back to the running game here and just trying to wear them out and try to get this game over with now here as we're leading this one here 56-0 as Johnson runs that one for another first down. We'll see what they'll do here on this ball in the 24. 1st and 10, hand off to Johnson again. Nice run there for him as he maneuvers around the traffic and gets a nice little carry there for another first down. That'll be it for the third quarter. As we go to the 4th and final quarter now, not much for the 49ers to get back in this one here. I imagine they will probably put in some backups here to get some guys some experience. I know for the Bears, they're going to be doing the same. We'll see what happens now here in the final frame of this football game here. They're only 11 minutes away from getting themselves crowned as NFC champion again here, as we'll see them pushing us out of bounds. 49ers trying to do everything. They're really trying to conserve that clock, even though you think mathematically there's no way for them getting back in this ball game here. But of course, I've seen weirder things here in Madden, so anything's pretty much possible. Ball now on the 46-yard line. Pass there. That ball's going to get tipped as it was intended there for Elijah Moore as they try to get that RPO off. We'll see now 2nd and 10. And play action here from Williams. Williams here looks. Here fires this one to find DJ Moore. And DJ Moore is going to get pushed out of bounds there at the 26. And that's going to be a nice first down there for Chicago. Chicago not really needing to throw the ball, but they do want to move the ball some. We'll see what they'll do here on this 1st and 10. So we'll see Johnson runs this one there, and he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, putting them in at 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10, ball the 26-yard line. Williams here again, drops back in the pocket, looks up the middle there. Oh, nice throw there to Scott. And Scott that was a beautiful throw, a beautiful catch in that window. He's going to get it all the way down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal coming up here for the Bears. As Williams here now got his guys in I formation. I imagine they'll probably be on the ground here as they'll hand this one off to Johnson. And Johnson will find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. As Johnson finds another rushing touchdown here in the postseason. And I believe that'll be his 2nd in today's game. Over 120 yards for him today. And what a showing there for the halfback there. He is, like I said, he has definitely been our MVP when it comes to the running game here this season. He's definitely one of the team MVPs here. He's been just really doing a great job there, stepping up when I personally didn't think he was ready to, because I was thinking about signing somebody else. There was a couple of good, decent free agents there, and I just thought, you know what? Let's see what this kid can do. Worst case scenario, we have to, just pass the ball a little bit more and just try to have the offensive line just be more, hyper focused on the passing game than we would on the running game. But this has been a pretty good, well balanced team this season. Especially Caleb had better decision making there from him. As you see a pass there, going to be complete as Owens gets the tackle, stops and just a yard short of getting the first down. We'll see what the Bears can do now here on this 2nd and 1 here against the 49ers. 49ers have the ball their own 48, on our 48-yard line. Pass there going to be complete as Owens here gets the tackle, but he is going to see the defender get the catch there beyond the first down marker, as that's going to be another 1st and 10 there for the 49ers. 63-0 here with just less than 7 minutes left into the game. Pass there being completed by Thomas. Thomas gets it, and he's going to be stopped at the 35. Nice try there from Edmonds as he was trying to get the tackle there. We'll see now 2nd and inches coming up. Ball on our 35-yard line. Man in motion. Purdy up the middle there. Finds Brandon. Brandon has it. Brandon does not want to go down, but he finally gets a shove down. and dropped there at the 20. Ball at the 20-yard line here, 1st and 10. Pass there can be completed. As we'll see, Thomas again gets another catch. And that'll be, or excuse me, it'll be George Kittle there for the catch, not Thomas. As we'll see Jakowski there coming out of the backfield, and now he is going to get swamped there. Nice job there for the defense. It's Owens, kid from a local kid that I know that I actually know personally. He went to Missouri Western here in St. Joseph, Missouri. Nice job there for him. And then there you see Owens. Nice job there as he is able to get the interception there for the Bears. And that is a touchback. And of course, he, in real life, he's married to the Olympian. I can't think of her name now. She's actually been to the campus before. It was kind of cool meeting her. It was really, badass when he came back and visited, and he had her with her. He came to visit the team and whatnot. But anyway, we win this one here in a nice shutout, 63-0, as the Bears put up another score here, and they are now going to move on to the next round. They're going to go back to the Super Bowl, defend their Super Bowl championship title that we won last season. And we're going to have to either face the Kansas City Chiefs, which is most likely, or the Houston Texans. It's going to be a good game regardless. As our guys did a great job here. Was not expecting us to shut them out, especially having a game like we did there. Was it 42-0 at half? Like, that was that is overall crazy for us to. I wasn't even thinking like that when it came to situations like in this game here today. But hey, we did it, and we were able to pull it off. As we show up and show out again, as we showing everyone in the NFL that we are not going to be a team to take lightly here when it comes to the postseason here. As we did a great job there. 15 of 19 there for Caleb. Good numbers there. 360. Completed 78% of his passes. 4 touchdowns there for him. His longest pass was 62 yards. Brock Purdy, 27 of 40. He struggled as he had several interceptions in today's game. Johnson, 20 carries for 130 yards there for the day. 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 broken tackles. Jakowski there, you see 11 of 17. Homer, 10 of 24. A rushing touchdown there for him. Brock Purdy, 4 of 33. And Anderson, 1 for 2 for the 49ers. As for Brandon Oiken, you see his numbers there, 8 of 82. No touchdowns. He had a drop. I'm really surprised we were able to do what we were able to do and shut him down, because looking at his numbers going into this game, he was due to have a big game. I'm really proud that we were able to get him, put him in his place and not let him do too much there in the receiving game. Elijah Moore did a great job there. 5 catches, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. DJ Moore, 3 catches, 70 yards and a touchdown. Roman Dunze did not come back in the game. We actually kept him out, just a precaution. But he had 2 catches for 41 yards. So, it's all right. We after that injury there, we seen him get knocked around there a bit. I was like, yeah, we need him more so in the Super Bowl game than we do in this one right now, especially with the score the way we have it right now. We're not going to even risk putting him out there anymore. So that was a good call there from us. As for defense, Edmonds, oh man, I'm hoping he will go nuts for us there in the Super Bowl game. He had a great game, another double-digit tackle game, 13 tackles, a TFL, interception, 2 fumble recoveries there in today's game. Brister, 9 tackles, 3 TFLs and a fumble. Owens, 8 tackles, a TFL and an interception from him. Baker, 8 tackles, a TFL and a sack, and Hill, 4 tackles and a TFL there from him. Kind of quiet there from him, but it's all right. I think he'll be ready to go for the Super Bowl. And of course, Gordon, 2 tackles, a TFL, and a touchdown. as well as Foster having that nice block, that special teams punt block there, the punt block, and then two tackles, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown for him. And then, of course, Dexter, 3 tackles, TFL, sack, and a forced fumble from him as well in today's game. And see, he'll get himself a nice little upgrade. And there you see, yes, I figured it. Wow, that Kansas City and Texans game. Wow, that's crazy. 45-42 in that matchup there. We'll have to take a look at that in the next video. And of course, the next video will be a preview of the Super Bowl as we'll go into the numbers and see how the Kansas City Chiefs got to this point this season. And we'll take a look at them. And of course, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce and company, Pacheco. And we'll check out their numbers here and see how the Kansas City Chiefs, what their year was like. And of course, we'll also check out that box score. I want to see what that was all about there. Jeez. Texans was not playing. They were trying their best to stay in that game there with the Chiefs there, but come up a field goal short there, looks like. So, but we'll see how all that played out, and of course we'll preview the Super Bowl, talk about some of the strategies that we need to use against the Kansas City Chiefs for us to win our second Super Bowl appearance in this series, back-to-back. Hopefully it can be back-to-back champions. But that's it for today's episode. Definitely stick around for more here on today for the next episode. Of course, the next video will be the Chicago Bears Bear Down podcast here very, very soon, or in the next day or two. So stay tuned for that and much, much more. Of course, if you guys enjoy the series, and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series that happens to be uploaded to the channel. But again, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. And of course, don't forget to check us out on ESGNet Plus LP, as we got great content over there as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel and more with the Chicago Bears franchise. We're about to wrap up and see if we can go as 2-time Super Bowl back-to-back champions. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.